Hello everyone. Today we are going to study the geological work of the glaciers. As we all know that the three agents that are continuously changing the surface of the earth. So three agents are the water, wind and the glaciers. Okay. In a previous lecture, we have studied the geological work of this water and wind. So, in today's lecture, we are going to study the geological work of the glaciers. Firstly, what is meant by the glaciers? Glaciers are nothing but the moving bodies of the ice. Okay, are called as glaciers, or these glaciers also can be defined as a huge bodies of the ice characterized with the downward and the outward movement. These glaciers are formed in the suitable climate and the topography in the favorably located regions. Okay, the primary source of these glaciers is the snow. Okay, this snow uh, uh, is the primary source of the glaciers, and it is always in the feathery and extremely light mass of the frozen water, and its specific gravity is 0.05. Okay, and this snow is hexagonal in symmetry. Okay, and it mostly contains an air. So the primary source of the glaciers is the snow, and this snow is falling over an area for the considerable time. Okay, and this snow is undergoes the process of progressive compaction. Okay, this snow is falling over an area. Okay, and the layers are created of the snow. Okay, so layer is one above the others layers are created. Okay, and due to this continued compaction of this increasing mass of the snow from above, after every snowfall, fern undergoes further change towards the very compact, dense and coarsely crystalline mass. Okay, fern means what? The granular slope. Okay, especially on the upper part of the glaciers where it has not yet been compressed into the ice. This is called as an fern. Okay, so due to this continuous compaction, okay, increasing due to the increasing mass of the snow from the above and after every snowfall, fern undergoes further change towards the very compact, dense and coarsely crystalline mass, and this condensed, compacted and solid mass of the snow is defined as the ice. Okay, the glaciers is mostly composed of this ice and the fern. Okay, so here are the figures which is showing the glaciers. Okay, so these glaciers are in the form of the, some are in the form of the sheets or in the form of the mountains, you can see. Okay, so the this white rock is nothing but the glaciers. Okay, and this rock is made up of the water. Okay, the huge bodies of the ice is called as glaciers. Okay, then uh, next is the types of the glaciers. The glaciers are available in two types. The first one is the ice sheets and second is the mountain glaciers. So this ice sheets is also called as an continental glaciers because of this extensive source surface as they cover and due to their enormous mass. Okay, they are often so thick. These ice sheets are very thick. Okay, on all the surface features of the earth, the ice sheets are very thick on the surface of the earth, except at the high peaks. Okay, except at the high peaks, they are thick in the all the surface. Okay, and then the examples are of these ice sheets are an Antarctic ice sheets and the Greenland ice sheets. Okay, these are the two well-known ice sheets of the on the surface of the earth. Okay, So these are the two examples of these ice sheets. Then the second type is the mountain glaciers. Mountain glaciers are the glaciers covering the major parts in the upper region of the many high mountains of the world, such as Himalayas, Alps, New Zealand glaciers. Okay, so these mountain glaciers is very small size. Okay, these mountain glaciers are generally small size and irregular shape is irregular and size is also small. Okay, they are formed in the favorable locations in the mountainous region. These glaciers which are found in the upper region of the high mountains of the world. Okay, so these mountains, the examples of these mountains are the valley glaciers, icefall glaciers, surf glaciers, cliff glaciers, and Piedmont glaciers are the common example of these mountain glaciers. Okay, Piedmont glaciers, valley glaciers. These are all we are going to study in the further slides. So first we will study the uh, geological work by the glaciers. Glaciers, like other geological agencies, perform their work in the three ways. Okay, as like other agencies, glaciers also perform their work in the three ways. Which are the three ways? First one is the erosion, second is the transportation, and third is the deposition. Okay, these glaciers have been particularly active in the recent geological past and are held responsible for the development and the modification of many land features on the globe. Okay, so as like other geological agencies, glaciers also perform their work in the three ways: erosion, transportation, and deposition. So first is the glacial deposition. This glacial deposition is again divided into two types. First one is the glacial plucking and second is the abrasion. So firstly, what is mean by the glacial plucking? Glacial plucking is defined as losing and the breaking of the rock masses by the pressure of glaciers ice. Okay, ग्लेशियर्स के प्रेशर की वजह से जो रॉक है beneath the glacier ice, the rocks are breaking down. Okay, into small pieces. Okay, so this process of losing and breaking down of the rock masses by the pressure of the ice, glacier ice, is known as the glacier plucking. Okay, see, this glacier plucking is also known as a glacial quarrying. Okay, the block, due to this glacier plucking, the block is torn out of the position and move away along with the glacial ice and leaving behind a rough and the rugged rock surface. Okay, due to this glacial plucking, what will happen? The blocks are turned out of the position and moves long. Okay, with this glacial ice. Okay, and leaving behind a rough and rugged rock surface. Okay, then the second type is the glacial abrasion. Abrasion means simply a stretching, rubbing, grooving action or the polishing action. Okay, so glacial abrasion is also the procedure of rubbing, stretching, grooving, polishing action of the glaciers on the surface of the rocks. Okay, along or over which this ice mass happens to move. Ice itself is capable of absorbing the soft rocks only, but when it is carrying along its stone fragments and rock pieces, sand, silt, and clay, it acts as a powerful um, abrading medium. Okay, the glaciers abrasion is the second type of the glaciers erosion. Okay, so here are the figures which is showing the glaciers erosion. Next is the, so here in the figure you can see plucking is there. Okay, so here what in the figure you can see, this is an a bedrock over which the the layer of the snow or layer the glacier is formed over this bedrock. Okay, and due to this continuous flowing of these glaciers over this rock, the some rocks are losing and breaking down into small pieces, and this process is called as an plucking. Okay, and abrasion means what? Here is the showing the abrasion process. Abrasion is the rubbing, stretching, and the grooving action of grooving and the polishing action by the glaciers on the surface of the earth. Okay, so here is the figure which is showing this abrasion process. Next, uh, next is the features of the glaciers erosion. Next topic, the features of the glaciers erosion. The first is the wellback forms. Okay, wellback forms means what? This wellback forms is also called as a Roches Mortoni. In the figure you can see. Okay, the wellback forms is also called as an Roche Mortoni. Okay, it is described as glacially eroded residential hill rocks or hume rocks. Okay, these are also called as an Roche Mortoni or the hume rocks or the hill rocks, residential hill rocks. Okay, one side of such a features rises up very gently. Okay, here in the figure you can see one side is rises up gently and its side is smooth and curved. Here one side of it's very smooth and it is slope is very gently. Okay, and it is curved. Okay, and much longer than the wide. This side is much longer and also wide, much longer than wide. Okay, and the other side of this hill rock is, देखो यहाँ पे other side of this hill rock is rubbed or rough and steep. The slope is here is steep, very steep, and the surface is rough and rugged. Okay, then such a type of the hill rock, such a type of the feature is called as an Roche Mortoni, or we can say also wellback forms. Okay, the direction of the ice movement is indicated by the gentle slope. Here the water is the glaciers are flowing in such a direction. It is indicated by a gentle slope. Okay, so this is the first feature which is created by the glaciers erosion. Next is the crag and the tail. Because what is meant by the crag or tail? When the course of the glaciers is glacier, a highly resistant rock stand as an obstruction. Generally retards the erosive action of the ice on the soft bed rocks sheltered behind the obstruction. Such a peculiar feature result in which obstructing block boldly faces the direction of the ice is known as a crag. Okay, ग्लेशियर्स के कोर्स के बीच में अगर कोई पत्थर, बड़ा पत्थर आ जाए तो वहाँ पे क्या हो जाता है, इसकी इरोसिव पावर जो है वो कम हो जाती है. ओके, इट रिटार्ड्स दिस इरोसिव एक्शन ऑफ द आइस ऑन द बेड सॉफ्ट बेड रॉक्स. ओके, विच इज शेल्टरिंग बिहाइंड दिस ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन. यहाँ पे इरोसिव पावर कम हो जाती है. एंड द peculiar feature results in which the obstructing block badly faces the ice. यहाँ पे obstructing rock जो है वो फेस करती है आइस को. such a structure, यहाँ पे ये जो obstructing rock है, ओके, जहाँ पे वो यहाँ पे जो डायरेक्शन ऑफ ग्लेशियर्स है, ओके, जो ऑब्स्ट्रैक्ट कर देती है, उससे क्या करते हैं, ये इस पोर्शन को करते हैं क्रैक. ओके, एंड जो शेल्टर्ड पोर्शन है, ओके, द शेल्टर एंड प्रोटेक्टेड सरफेस सॉफ्टर बेड रॉक इज टर्म एज ए टेल. ओके, एंड दिस कंबाइंड स्ट्रक्चर इज कॉल्ड एज एन क्रैग एंड टेल. ओके, तो ये जो ऑब्स्ट्रक्टिंग पोर्शन है जहाँ पे ग्लेशियर्स जो है उनकी डायरेक्शन, यहाँ पे देखो ग्लेशियर्स की डायरेक्शन, ये जो ऑब्स्ट्रक्शन जो है ग्लेशियर्स के जो फेस करती है इस ग्लेशियर्स को, इस पोर्शन को कहते हैं क्रैक। एंड वो इसके इस क्रैक की वजह से जो पोर्शन शेल्टर्ड हो जाता है और प्रोटेक्टेड हो जाता है उसे कहते हैं टेल। ओके, द शेल्टर पोर्शन और द प्रोटेक्ट पोर्शन of the softer bedrock is called as a tell. Okay, and this combined structure is called as a crag and tail. This is the second feature which is created by the glaciers erosion. Okay, now third is the glaciers valley and the fourth is the hanging valley. Okay, the valley are created due to this glaciers erosion. So first we will see glaciers valley. Most valley glaciers originates and disappears in the pre-existing valley curved out of the stream. This glacier stream valley, however, are eventually so much modified in their longitudinal and the transfer profile because of their prolonged glacier erosion that their origin due to the stream erosion may becomes doubtful. Okay, so glaciers in the figure you can see the hanging valley and glaciers valley both are combinedly shown in the figure. Okay, the hanging valley here is the hanging valley and this is the glaciers valley. Okay, so the U-shaped valley, okay, this U-shaped valley is called as a glaciers valley. Okay, this glaciers valley forms is in the form of the U shape. Okay, and here is the hanging valley. Then the hanging valley means what? A valley glaciers may have one or more small tributary glaciers meeting from the sides. ये जो ग्लेशियर्स वैली है उसको जोड़ने वाले स्मॉल ट्रिब्यूटरीज होते हैं. ओके, एंड ये ट्रिब्यूटरीज ऑल्सो अ ग्लेशियर्स वैली, लेकिन ये स्मॉल है. ओके, then the rate of the glaciers erosion being more in the main valley. The rate of the erosion is more in the valley glaciers. Okay, a time may come when the side glaciers are no longer in contact with the main glaciers. ऐसा भी समय आ जाता है जब मेन ग्लेशियर्स जो साइड के जो वैली है वो मेन ग्लेशियर्स के जो वैली को कोइंसाइड नहीं करता है. ओके, कांटेक्ट में नहीं होता है. तब क्या होता है, तब इरोजन का रेट जो होता है वो मेन वैली में ज़्यादा हो जाता है. ओके, द स्मॉल वैली आर ग्रेजुअली लेफ्ट हायर एट द जंक्शन. देखो यहाँ पे ये जो स्मॉल वैली है वो हायर डिस्टेंस पे है. ओके, the difference in the elevation so created between the side valley and the main valley which is called as an vertical drop. Okay, जो distance है, ये जो main valley है और ये जो hanging valley है, उन दोनों के बीच में जो vertical distance है, okay, vertical distance जो है उसे क्या कहते हैं, vertical drop. Okay, the difference in the elevation created in between these tributaries and the main valley are called as a vertical drop. Okay, and the such tributaries which are the tributarial glacier valley is called as an hanging valley. Okay, ये जो स्मॉल ट्रिब्यूटरीज है जो मेन वैली को मिल जाते हैं, ये स्मॉल ट्रिब्यूटरीज है उनको क्या कहते हैं, हैंगिंग वैली. ओके, द ट्रिब्यूटरियल valley, glaciers valley is called as an hanging valley. Okay, then next यहाँ पे देखो, यहाँ पे भी ग्लेशियर्स वैली दिखाई देगी. ओके, ये जो है ये ग्लेशियर्स वैली है. देन हैंगिंग वैली, ये देखो ये जो मेन वैली है उसके उससे ज्वाइन करने वाली स्मॉल ट्रिब्यूटरीज है, वहाँ ये यहाँ पे ओरिजिनेट होती है, ठीक। और यहाँ से वो फ्लो होकर मेन वैली को कोइंसाइड करती है, ओके। सो यहाँ पे देखो हैंगिंग वैली दिखाई देगी। Next feature which are created by the glaciers are the cirques. Okay, so what is meant by the cirque? Cirque may be defined as the semicircular or the half bowl shaped depressions within an over otherwise uniform glaciated valley slope. Such a depression is invariably bounded on the sides by the steep wall. यहाँ पे देखो आप फिगर में, ये जो डिप्रेशन है उसे क्या कहते हैं, सर्क्यूल्ड, ओके। और सेमी सर्कुलर और द हाफ बाउल शेप डिप्रेशंस विदिन एन यूनिफॉर्म ग्लेशिएटेड वैली स्लोप इज कॉल्ड एज एन सर्क, ओके। ये जो डिप्रेशन है, ये जो ये जो स्लोप है, वहाँ पे बीच में ये जो डिप्रेशंस क्रिएट हुआ है उसे क्या कहते हैं, सर्क, ओके। दिस सर्क इज रेंजिंग फ्रॉम से the range of the diameter is from few meters to many kilometers. That means the diameter of this cirque is ranging from few meters to few kilometers, okay, and occurs commonly at the head of the glaciers valley, okay. They are formed at the head of this glaciers valley, okay. The cirques are mainly formed at the head portion of the glacier's valley, okay. Then the term nivation means what? Nivation is the process of refreezing the meltwater in the cavities and the cracks of the rocks, okay. जो वाटर मेल्ट हो जाता है टेम्परेचर ज़्यादा होने पर ये जो आइस जो है वो मेल्ट हो जाता है, ओके। एंड ये मेल्टेड वाटर फिर से फ्रीज हो जाता है, उस रिफ्रीजिंग प्रोसेस को क्या कहते हैं, निवेशन। यहाँ पे देखो इस फिगर पे आप ये डिप्रेशन क्रिएट हुआ है, ओके। ये डिप्रेशन को क्या कहते हैं, सर्क, ओके। तो यहाँ भी देखो ये ड्यू टू दिस continuous flow of the glaciers over the mountains, some depressions are created, okay, and these depressions are called as a cirque, and they are semicircular in shape. And next term is the fjord, okay. So what is meant by the fjords? These are also an highly over-defined narrow elongated valley, okay. So fjords is also as a valley, okay, but this valley are highly over-deepened and narrow elongated, okay, and these are excavated by the glacier ice between the high walled rocks, okay. So this is the fjords, okay, which is also features which are created by the erosion, okay, glaciers erosion. So next term is the arete, horns and the calls. So firstly, what is meant by the arete? The glacier's erosion modifies the original form of the mountainous region to the great extent with the development of the valleys and cirques. तो यहाँ पे देखो ये जो फिगर है उसमें उन्होंने क्या दिखाया है, arete, horn and coals. So what is meant by this arete? Arete is what? It is the knife shaped edge. यहाँ पे देखो ये जो knife shaped edge है उसे क्या कहते हैं, arete, okay. Knife shaped sharp and narrow crest of the glaciated mountain is called as an arete, okay. So A indicating the arete. Then so next is the horn. Horn means what? The pyramidal horn is an pyramidal multifaceted projecting form in the mountainous region, okay. The pyramidal shape which are created due to this glaciers erosion is called as an herd. Okay, and C indicating the col. Col means what? A col is a pass or a depression on the ridge. यहाँ पे देखो ये जो डिप्रेशन है उसे कहते हैं कॉल्स. ओके, कॉल इज अ पास और द डिप्रेशंस on the ridge in the glacial mountain. Okay, so it is represent the place of the interaction of two cirques approaching each other from the opposite side. Okay, ये जो डिप्रेशन है वो क्या शो करता है? कॉल्स. ओके, सो दिस ऑल्सो रिप्रेजेंटिंग द two cirques, the intersection of the two cirques, okay, approaching each other from the opposite side, and due to these two cirques approaching or intersecting at such a point, the depressions are created and this is called as an cause. ओके, यहाँ पे देखो ये जो एज्ड है, ओके, शार्प एज्ड है, उसे क्या कहते हैं? नाइफ एज्ड शार्प एंड नैरो क्रीस्ड is called as an a reed. Okay, next is the glaciers transport. Okay, the glaciers transport means what? The glaciers uh, the glaciers are the moving bodies of the ice. Okay, and as they are capable of transporting any load they gather during the movement. These glaciers are capable of gathering of transporting the load that they are gathered during the movement. Okay, the different heterogeneous materials they are moving with us. Okay, with these glaciers, the glaciers are capable of moving different types of the materials, and these materials consisting of the different heterogeneous material. Okay, the load being carried by the glaciers may be located along its base, and or it may be embedded within its body. The rate of the movement of the glacial load depends on the position that the load material occupies in the glaciers. Okay, ट्रांसपोर्टेशन, ये जो ग्लेशियर्स जो है वो मूव होते समय अपने साथ डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ मटेरियल कैरी करते हैं. ओके, एंड ये जो मटेरियल है वो दूसरी जगह पे जाके डिपॉजिट करते हैं. ओके, ये जो मटेरियल है वो डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ दी heterogeneous materials. Okay, such as the load consists of sort of heterogeneous material like an boulders, pebbles, sand, silt, okay, clay particles. Okay, all these types of the materials are they are transporting with the glaciers are transported. Okay, then the rate or the moment or the transport of the glaciers load depends upon the position that the load material occupies a glacier. Okay, the top surface of the glaciers move faster than the basal portion. Okay, so two factors are very important. The top portion of the glaciers move very fast, okay, than the basal portion, and the same glaciers at the same location. The middle portion moves faster than the side portion of the same glaciers. Okay, top portion जो है वो फास्ट मूव करता है, स्लो देन दी बेसल पोर्शन. बेस पोर्शन से ज़्यादा फास्ट मूव करता है अपर पार्ट, दैट इज अपर पोर्शन फास्ट मूव करता है, और जो मिडल पार्ट है वो दोनों के से भी ज़्यादा मूव फास्ट करता है. ओके, उसकी मूवमेंट बीच का मिडल पोर्शन है वो ज़्यादा फास्ट मूव करता है. ओके, देन द ग्लेशियर लोड मूव्स ओनली व्हेन द ग्लेशियर्स आइज मूव. ग्लेशियर्स जो लोड जो है वो कब मूव करेगा? जब ये ग्लेशियर्स आइज जो है वो मूव करेगा, तभी ये ग्लेशियर्स का लोड भी मूव करेगा. द रेट ऑफ द मूवमेंट ऑफ द ग्लेशियर्स आइज इज नेवर यूनिफॉर्म थ्रू आउट इट्स बॉडी. It differs considerably at the base, along the sides and on the surface. ग्लेशियर्स का मूवमेंट जो है ओके, वो नॉन यूनिफॉर्म है. ओके, अपर पोर्शन, मिडल पोर्शन एंड बेसर पोर्शन दोनों, ये तीनों जो है वो डिफरेंट, दे आर मूविंग, दे आर नॉट यूनिफॉर्म. ओके, they are non-uniform. Then so our next part, this is here in the figure you can see, this is an white portion showing the glaciers, and along with the glaciers, these glaciers carrying a debris with themselves. Okay, and they are transported, these debris or the heterogeneous material to the long distance. Okay, so our next point is the glacial deposit. Okay, ट्रांसपोर्ट करने के बाद ये जो मटेरियल है वो ग्लेशियर्स डिपॉजिट करते हैं कहाँ पे तो. ओके, so these deposits are called as an glaciers deposit. Okay, these glaciers carrying enormous quantities of the heterogeneous load with them. Okay, and which is kept in the state of the transport till the conditions of the favorable or till the glaciers reach their lower ends or the terminal points. जब तक ये जो ग्लेशियर है इन पॉइंट पे नहीं जाता है तब तक ये ग्लेशियर्स अपने साथ वो हेटेरोजेनियस लोड कैरी करता है. ओके, so there are different terms showing the glacier deposits. So first is the drift. Okay, all such accumulation of the glacial debris that have been deposited by the glaciers directly or indirectly from the glacier's meltwater are collectively known as a drift. Okay, जो भी डिपॉजिट कर, जो भी मटेरियल हेटेरोजेनियस मटेरियल है, ओके, वो डायरेक्टली और इनडायरेक्टली डिपॉजिट करता है उसे ग्लेशियर्स, उससे क्या करते हैं, ड्रिफ्ट. ओके, एंड दिस ड्रिफ्ट्स आर अगेन डिवाइडेड इनटू टू टाइप्स. सो फर्स्ट इज द टिल एंड सेकेंड इज द फ्लूवियो ग्लेशियर ड्रिफ्ट्स. ओके, फ्लूवियो ग्लेशियर ड्रिफ्ट्स. So first we will see what is meant by the till. Till is also as an unstratified drift. Okay, यहाँ पे जो टिल के जो स्लाइड्स है वो अनस्ट्रेटिफाइड है. Okay, it is most common form of the glaciers deposit. Till is consist of an unsorted mixture of the boulders, clay and having an undisputed glaciers origin. तो यहाँ पे देखो ये जो है ड्रिफ्ट. ओके, ये ड्रिफ्ट जो है क्या है, द accumulation of the glacial debris. Okay, and these debris are of two types, till and the fluvio glaciers deposit. Okay, so यहाँ पे देखो उन्होंने फ्लूवियल ग्लेशियर्स दिखाई है. दिस इज ऑल्सो कॉल्ड एज स्ट्रैटिफाइड ड्रिफ्ट. यहाँ पे जो है देखो all are representing the accumulations of glaciers origin where the meltwater have played a predominant part in their deposition. Okay, यहाँ पे जो टिल जो है वो अनस्ट्रेटिफाइड है, लेकिन फ्लूवियल ग्लेशियर ड्रिफ्ट है उसे क्या करते हैं, स्ट्रेटिफाइड ड्रिफ्ट. ओके, बिकॉज दे आर शोविंग they represent all those accumulation of the glaciers origin where the meltwaters have played a predominant part in their deposition. Okay, and third is the erratics. So what is mean by the erratics? Deposits, these erratics are defined as the variously sized boulders and the blocks of the rocks that are clearly or undoubtedly foreign to the place of their present occurrence. Okay, so erratics are the contains the various size of the boulders and the blocks of the rocks. Okay, here are the figure which is showing the different the boulders and the blocks of the rock. So these three terms, that means till, then pluvio-glacial drift, and the erratic, showing showing the glaciers, different types of the glaciers deposits. Okay, so here uh, so in this lecture we have studied the what is meant by the glaciers, and different features which are created due to these glaciers, then different types of the glaciers. Okay, now we will stop over here. Thank you.